morning, dear students. I hope all are well at home. So today we are going to start the continuation chapter of multi-river valley projects. So already two projects we already completed, particularly for Bakranangal project and DVC project, which are the two projects we already completed. Now we are going to today discussing about two important projects apart from your syllabus. One is the Hirakud project, another one is the Upper Krishna project. So Hirakud project is the most important multi-river valley project, particularly for here. Hirakud project is the biggest project, particularly for south eastern part. So here the project constructed across the river Orissa. So constructed across the river Mahanadi, constructed, executed at Sambalpur in Orissa. So it's the main important concern matter related to the Hirakud Dam, Hirakud project. So especially the project, it is different than the other project. Why? Because main objectives of the project, the first object of the Hirakud Dam executive or construction, the main object particularly for controlling of river Mahanadi floods. River Mahanadi, which is one of the dangerous rivers in the country, which is declared as a sorrow of Orissa. Every year, number of people who were died by the flood of the Mahanadi river. So the loss of their agricultural crops, what they were cultivated. So the main purpose, the controlling of floods, particularly Mahanadi river. The second reason, when the project constructed of Hirakud, so the electricity generation, especially for Orissa, Chhattisgarh and the part of Jharkhand. So here the part even today is a mining, because many more minerals available, iron ore, manganese, bauxite, mica, which are the minerals available there. So these minerals are mining activity. These minerals support or helps to mining. The mining which may be need the electricity. So these are all mining and industrial region. Orissa, Jharkhand and apart from Chhattisgarh, part of the southern part of the West Bengal. The supply of electricity, it is also one of the concern whenever particularly for the power generation, it is the objective of the Hirakud Dam construction. And come to the next one, the development of agriculture. Again the point, the development of agriculture, particularly in the Orissa, including Jharkhand and particularly Chhattisgarh, same. So the development of hilly regions, the pattern mining, so their development of agricultural, the providing of irrigation, drinking water, domestic water and navigation development, and here the Sundarbans, the forestry development, so soil erosion controlling, particularly by the Mahanadi river basin. Okay, especially the navigation also it may be supporting. Okay, between the state, between the districts, between the taluks in nearby Orissa, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand. Anyway, 90% benefited by the state Orissa apart from the Hirakud project. So remaining objectives, already concerned controlling epidemic activities, tourism development, okay, is the asset of national income. These are all the common points related to whenever for the objectives. Main points, controlling of Mahanadi river flood and power generation, development of agricultural and irrigation supply of water is the main matter. And come to the salient feature, the plan of the project particularly, which nearly 3 dams. So Hirakud project concerned 3 dams. One is the Hirakud Dam, Tikarpara Dam and Naraj Dam. So 3 dams constructed, particularly salient feature of the Hirakud project. The first, Hirakud Dam. Hirakud Dam is the longest dam in India. More than 4,861 6 kilometers long the dam. So more than 4,806. Nearly apart from 5 kilometers, apart from 200 meters less, 5 kilometers the length of the dam. Fully concreted dam. 5 kilometers length and 69 meters height from the stream of the river. 5 kilometers length is one of the longest dam in India, Hirakud Dam. And the Bhakra is the highest straight gravity dam in the world. Hirakud is the longest dam. So several concerns related to the construction, the planning, executing at the time of the way. Anyway, the storage capacity is more than 810 crore cubic meter, the storage capacity of the Hirakud Dam. Okay, same more than 650 square kilometer the reservoir, particularly apart from the constructed, is a construction. So totally 2.5 lakh hectares irrigated by the Hirakud Dam as the first stage. Okay, this is the first stage of the Hirakud Dam. And continuations, so second two important canals. So the right dike two canals, apart from 147 kilometer, one is the longest canal, one more 59 kilometers. The second step is one canal constructed is the left dike, particularly by the Hirakud Dam. So is nearly 78 kilometers long. Totally three main canals which are constructed across the river whenever the dam connected. So two power stations, idle power stations may be installed here. So capacity belongs to 270 megawatts, the generating capacity of the Hirakud Dam. Come to the next one, that is Tikarpara Dam. Tikarpara Dam is the second dam constructed particularly in Hirakud project. It is the second dam. It is in Orissa, under 1271 meters long, particularly for the Tikarpara Dam, and nearly 16 volts and 125 megawatts generating capacity and 29 meters height from the count lease level. So it is also nearly more than 367.8 million cubic meter the capacity of the Tikarpara Dam. It is the second dam, also it is most important role about the concern of the Hirakud project. The third one, that is Naraj Dam. Narajan is another important dam constructed under the Hirakud project. So it is also 1353 meters long. So is more than 386.6 meters, particularly in the western part of the Orissa. So for 5.41 lakh hectares irrigated by Naraj Dam. Even also the many more power stations may be constructed as a lesser more. It is maybe concern related to the dams. So power stations, it may be dynamic role apart from here the way. And anyway, the three dams nearly more than 8 lakh square kilometers, particularly 8 lakh hectares irrigated by the Hirakud Dam. Hirakud Dam, it is one of the dream of the Orissa state, including the beginningly they constructed only for the controlling of the river Mahanadi flood. Now recently it may be developing for irrigation, highly developing in the irrigation. The canal irrigation is more developing, particularly in the Orissa. So Odisha we called another name, and Chhattisgarh part of the northwestern is the southern part of West Bengal, southern part of Jharkhand. Here nearly more important concern related to agricultural pattern. All types of crop cultivations, more than 27 districts controlled by irrigated apart from the Hirakud Dam. So it's a beautiful dam, as the longest dam, even today as a fully concrete dam. So more than 16 to 17 years, particularly for the construction, whenever the time durations taken to whenever the executive to the people or the public. Anyway, it is a major dam. So it is one of the important Hirakud Dam, as well as to last 5 years, 2 times only repeated, particularly as a essay time, briefly explain Hirakud project in India. So again, once again, Hirakud Dam constructed across the river Mahanadi at Orissa is what Sambalpur place is very important in Orissa state. Also is a joint venture of Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, the part of West Bengal benefited. Anyway, these are all the concern matter apart from it is related to whenever the Hirakud project. So not much more detail about related apart from the chapter or content. So as it is to come, so whenever, so your answer skill may be same objective, salient feature, 3 dams, Hirakud, Tikarpara, Naraj, including the width and length, and storage capacity and power station capacity, and how many hectares irrigated by the project. You should be role, you should be need for the explanation. So this year also it may be cut off syllabus, also it may be concern related to the Hirakud project. So these are all the things may be noted. So next we are going to start particularly for Upper Krishna project. Dear student, the next other important project The last one apart from your syllabus, that is Upper Krishna project. Upper Krishna project, it is one of the important project in Karnataka. In Karnataka, it is the most important project it may be concerned. Is a Karnataka, it is the biggest multi-river valley project in Karnataka after the Tungabhadra project. New syllabus according to NCERTC. So the new syllabus apart from Upper Krishna project, it is the most important related to Karnataka, especially for South India, especially for Karnataka state. Okay, recently last 20 years, 18 to 20 years executed to the public. So the Upper Krishna project, it may be constructed across the river Krishna. It is a tributary of Tungabhadra. Okay, so it is the most important point. So constructed across the river Krishna as a major river. Sorry, Tungabhadra is a tributary of river Krishna. It is a major river of Krishna. It is one of the east flowing river in the country. Okay. At the same time, so Krishna river, it is a lifeline of particularly related to Maharashtra, Goa, including Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. Okay. These are all the states benefited by particularly river Krishna water. Krishna, it is one of the most important river in South India. So anyway, the construct benefited by Karnataka. Karnataka is the largest benefited particularly for Upper Krishna project. We can see, especially for South India, South Karnataka, it is not concern related to the project. North Karnataka, especially for the dry districts, Bijapur, Belagaum, Bidar, Yadagir, okay, including Gulbarga, even today, which may be declared as a drier districts of the state. The development of these drought areas is the main concern matter, particularly executing or construction of the Upper Krishna project. At the same time, the main objectives, the main controlling of river Krishna floods, especially for our North Karnataka districts. Okay, Bijapur, Bihar, Bijapur, Gulbarga, Raichur, Yadagir, these are all the part. More than 17 districts irrigated by whenever the Upper Krishna project. Next one, the drought area. The main drinking water supply is the most important. Drinking water supply is the most important concern here the part. Domestic purposes. Development of hydroelectricity. Controlling of soil erosion. Forestry development, because the dry region in the green plantation should be concerned. Okay, these are all the automatically objectives points may be related. Next one, the salient feature, it may be different. So the main two dams may be constructed particularly to the executed to the project. One, that is Alamatti Dam. Alamatti Dam is very important particularly here. Alamatti Dam. Alamatti Dam constructed at Alamatti village, Basavana Bhagyawadi Taluk in Bijapur. Alamatti village, Basavana Bhagyawadi Taluk in Bijapur, the dam executed. It is one of the important dam, 1517 meters long and 47 meters height. The storage capacity is 5295 million cubic meter, the storage capacity. Apart from, is the most important role in the Alamatti dam. So executed apart from, I don't know, exact 2001, 1999 as a constructing. So these are all the very important dam, especially for in Bijapur. Bijapur, Bidar, you know already almost dry regions. Second one, Narayanapura Dam. Narayanapura Dam is then compared to Alamatti, Narayanapura is the longest dam, bigger dam. So even the dam constructed Siddhapur village, Mudde Bihal Taluk in Bijapur. Second dam constructed, it is also Bijapur, that is related to whenever the Upper Krishna project. The dam length is 10,633 meters long and 29.7 meters height. So storage capacity 1066 meters cubic meter, even 6.22 lakh hectares whenever the irrigated area. The benefit, 6 power units may be generating 268 megawatts generating capacity of the unit. The benefited districts apart from particularly Bagalkot, Angud, Jammakandi in particularly whenever in Belagaum. So Basavana Bhagyavadi, Sindagi, even today the Mudde Bihal, Indi in Bijapur Taluk. These are all the irrigated area benefited. And come to the point, particularly Athani in Belagaum, Shorapur, Shahapur in Yadagir district, Jevari in Gulbarga, Kalburgi, Lingasugur, Devadurgi in Raichur, including Manvi districts also may be benefited by apart from the project. Anyway, it is also one time repeated from the last 5 years. 2 dams also which may be play an important role, especially for the multi-river valley project. Anyway, the project executed is a secondary matter. The main objective is very important. All the projects also, apart from whatever the question may be given in the examination, you should be write down all the 4 projects also. Bakranangal project, Hirakud project, DVC project, Upper Krishna project. The project constructed across which river? DVC project constructed across the river Damodar, it is in West Bengal. Bakranangal dam constructed across the river Satluj in Himachal Pradesh. Hirakud dam constructed across the river Mahanadi in Odisha. Upper Krishna project constructed across the river Krishna, it is in Karnataka. So across which river, across which state? Salient features, how many dams particularly individual, how many dams, how many power stations, how many canals, how many hectares irrigated, benefited particularly by that project. And all the projects also objectives which are the common point. Objectives means controlling floods. Controlling floods, what are the related river controlling floods? And development of hydroelectricity, second point, agricultural development, irrigation development, provide for water irrigation, drinking, domestic, controlling soil erosion, controlling epidemics, forestry development, navigation development, tourism development, okay, and provide for water for surrounding industrial regions and mining areas. These are all the common points related to other than the projects. Anyway, a lot of information we are collected from the 4 projects also should be concerned. Any one project may be repeated apart from given your question paper. Okay, anything there may be given. Okay, you should be ready to write the answer. Okay, here the project not only related, you should be roll about the hectares, including the point related to the power stations. Okay, these are all the chapter related from the beginning, water resources, irrigation meaning, irrigation need of in the country, and what are the projects, multi-river valley project objectives, the other sub-point related to the 4 important projects, how they are concerned. Okay, these are all related to the explanation. Even the 1 marks question, 2 marks question, 5 marks question, 10 marks questions. What are the questions? They are given in the examination. Okay, should be related to the topic. Okay, that should be going to write. And next class we will going to write watershed management and water, how conservation of water, particularly in through the rainwater harvesting in situ method and ex situ method, how they roll about the country. So water resources is not only a topic related to irrigation and agricultural, what are other purposes. The main, the how we will going to conserve the water in future. So water is the biggest and precious resources of the country. Okay, even what are the other resources, how much precious or valuable in the country? Water, it is also one of the precious and valuable resources in the country. We are concerned, our rights to work or duty to be rolled.